over the last 24 years of my career, it's kind of just little small stepping stones that were running through my head kind of the last day, just because it's all coming to an end. This is it. Not gonna swim competitively ever again, and it felt good this time, because I think last time I wanted it to just end quick. I wanted it to be over, and now I was actually enjoying it.
When it was over, how did it feel different than it did 4 years ago, this goodbye?
I think I was happy, and happy to say goodbye, happy to kind of leave and start something new, or get ready to start something new. I think in London I wanted to kind of stiff arm it and just say, get out of my life, I don't want anything to do with you. But now I think I was just kind of embracing the situation and everything that I had. And this week, this week was crazy. I could see Bob was kind of freaking out at the end of the week. The double that I had with the 2 IM 100 fly, he was freaking out. 100 fly final, obviously, he's excited. And then the 400 medley relay, he was emotional the whole time. So being able to share that moment, I think, is something that was super special for the both of us, because we were both finally there and both finally ready to move on.
Tuesday night, you're in the ready room, semifinals of the 200 fly, and Chad starts shadowboxing. Honestly, what are you thinking?
I saw it and was just like, okay, here we go. I knew media was going to ask about it. I without question knew it was going to get brought up. And I was just kind of I wasn't going out of my way to make dirty faces. But I kind of figured that I was probably going to have a face, and there was somebody that was going to capture it, and somebody was going to ask about it. But I also, at the same time, just know that we all have our own little rituals that we go through, and if that's his, that's his.
Have you ever seen somebody get ready like that before?
I can't say I have, no. But I was just like, okay, to each their own. Do what you got to do. And
so that night, you get back to your place in the village. Did you realize how your face had exploded on the internet?
Well, I had friends who were sending me memes throughout that session afterwards, and then I got a photo of like emojis or bitmojis that are going all over the place. So it was kind of interesting. It's just, I guess after that that's when everything really started just going crazy back home. I spoke to a friend a few days after that, and he was like, dude, it's just like it was in 2008. He's like, people were going absolutely bananas. And then everybody started asking me to do the Michael Phelps face. I don't even know what I was doing.
While some of your roommates and teammates are out till all hours of the night doing who knows what were you doing after these games different than the past?
I was back here with Boomer and Nicole asleep as fast as I could.
That's a little different than the Olympics in the past.
I was out till all hours of the morning before. I think it's crazy with the hours that we had for swimming, being so late. So it was nice to just sleep as much as I could. I slept on the couch yesterday and it was just, I woke up and I didn't know where I was. Like, I was just I'm just beat. I'm beat physically, emotionally, everything.
You've had your personal issues after an Olympics or after a major meet.
Yeah.
What gives you the confidence that this will be different without swimming in your life?
I think the biggest change now is, obviously I have a child. I'm getting married this year. But also I'm just in a different place mentally, and I think that's one thing that I couldn't say in the past. For me, I've gone through a couple bad spells in the last, past 2 Olympics. And, here, I'm happy outside of the pool. I'm happy inside of the pool. I have a great family life.
What do you want Boomer to take away from these games?
I've heard that question before, and I don't 100% know right now. For me, it was something special to have him here for my last swim. I think that's something that I always thought possibly could happen, but didn't know if it actually would.
What do you want him to learn from your career?
Nothing is perfect in life. Learn every step of the way.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In a class of his own, it says it right there. Michael Phelps ends his Olympic career, at least we think he will end his Olympic career, with 23 gold medals, the most of all time. It's not even close. No other Olympian has racked up double-digit golds in their entire career, which is why David said he is his #1 in terms of greatest Olympian.